Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
We're at Bayview Elementary School today talking about the Little Hummingbird project. In search of wild mushrooms, Melanie blends kids and food for the role of lunch lady, and the boys are on the clock in Lanceville. That and more in the next 30 minutes. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. I'm Kate Bergen, and these are students at Bayview Elementary School creating some of 250 panels. It's a public art project that will be put on the fencing at Deverill Square Park. We're going to talk about the value of a project like this and the inspiring story of the little hummingbird that can be incorporated into their process here. We're going to start, though, in the woods. It is mushroom hunting, mushroom picking, mushroom searching season. Annette Lucas is on the trail now, learning all there is to know about wild mushrooms. Jessica is hosting In Search of the Wild Mushroom workshops on November 16th, 17th, and 18th at Wildwood Forest near Nanaimo. And then on November the 24th, she'll be hosting at Englishman River. And you can get full details at www.jessicawolf.ca. The story of the little hummingbird is the inspiration for all of the colorful artwork that you see here being created by the students of Bayview Elementary School, and it will go up on the fences around Deverill Square Park. But before we get to that, Yvonne Vanderkoy is going to tell us why the story of the little hummingbird. What's so inspirational about it?
Well, it's a beautiful story. It's a fairly simple legend, but it beautifully illustrates, I think, a kind of responsibility for every individual in the school, and supports kids to think about what their contribution might be. So the little hummingbird story starts out with the hummingbird saving the forest from the fire, one drop at a time, which is really a kind of a parallel to what we would like the kids to think about in terms of their contributions. And no matter how small or no matter how great, your contribution is important and it contributes to the whole, which is really exciting. So that's how the project has started. The school has been using this parable for the last couple of years as a way of talking about community and participating in community.
And how does this particular project fit into other community art projects through schools that you personally have been working on?
Well, it's a little different. It's a lot bigger. It's quite exciting. It's different in that it's funded by a different source from the city of Nanaimo, and we're also partnering up with the Neighborhood Association and Nanaimo First Nations. So it's quite exciting. There's 250 paintings as well as some large panels that I will be painting as well. Typically in the past I've done a lot of summer park projects, and this is really neat to be part of something throughout the school year in a school setting and contribute to community, so to our local park, our neighborhood park, and making that place a place where people want to be, where they've invested in.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to talk to some of the students about how they feel, and Stas is running into the walls behind the camera today, how the students feel about having their work on display in their own community and the value of public art connected to our schools. We'll be back with more after a short break. Still to come today on Go, Melanie on the job as a lunch lady, and Todd and Derek try to beat the clock in Lanceville. That and more still to come today on Go Island.
Did you know that Echo Village Players and Bar to Broadway, their home is in the Village Theatre here in Qualicum Beach, and that building dates back to 1949, and it's a wonderful example of architecture of that period.
You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. These are some of the girls from the grade 5-6 class here at Bayview Elementary School. And what is your painting?
My painting is a heart because I like drawing hearts, and because I made it really bright and colorful, and I drew a couple stars to make it look like it's like in space, kind of.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love the colors. This is all part of a little hummingbird project that will be on display at Deverill Square Park. What does it feel like to have your work put on public display?
Well, I think it's going to feel really good because I always loved painting it at my grandma's, and I will think it'll be really cool for people to see my art.
It's beautiful. I love all the colors. What's yours of?
It's a sun.
Yes, son, I kind of knew that. It's going to look so beautiful on the fence. Are you nervous about everyone seeing your work?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is your painting?
It's wishes. I did them different colors. And
It's beautiful. Very nice. I'm impressed, girls. What's yours?
Mine is
Happy.
happy flower with all different kind of colors. It reminds me of my little cousin who died when he was 6 months. So I drew this just to remind me of him.
Oh,
He loved to smile and he loves colors. So
that is so sweet. What's yours? I'm scared to ask now.
it's a pumpkin.
A pumpkin, because it's
And
Halloween.
This is light coming out of here because it's cut.
It's beautiful. I'm very impressed. And how do you feel about having your work on display?
I feel really nervous but excited at the
Are
same
you going to take
time.
your friends and family to have a look? Yeah, I think those are going up on display at Deverill Square Park in mid-November. We'll find out more about the Little Hummingbird project later on this edition of Go Island. It's time now, though, to throw things over to Melanie Leitner. She's combining two of her loves, food and kids, and trying her hand at being a lunch lady in the next edition of Higher Learning. The Little Hummingbird art project will be installed at Deverill Square Community Park on November the 13th. And then on the 15th, of Friday, there is a big community celebration. And the South End Community Association is working on putting together a bit of a barbecue. Everyone's invited. And the students will tour people through their outdoor gallery that they've been working so hard and putting so much of their heart and soul into. That'll run from about 11 till 1 on Friday, November the 15th. We'll be back with more right here on Go Island after a very short break. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're right here at the core of creation when it comes to the Little Hummingbird project. It will be installed at Deverill Square Park on November the 13th with a community celebration taking place on November the 15th. And it's a project that's been here at a Bayview Elementary School for how long have you been working on it?
Past couple of months since the beginning of the school year.
Okay, now what does it mean, do you think, to these kids to see their work out on display in the public like that?
Well, I think it's pretty exciting for them. It's a really neat opportunity. I mean, sure, there's lots of times kids get opportunities to create in the school or at home. This is unique because it's public art, and they get to sort of actively participate in their community and show their community in a very public way, in a long-term way, what they've done. And they get to contribute to it in a really colorful and celebratory sort of way with their imagery and share that. And I think it gives them a sense of pride and place in their accomplishments, and ultimately, contributes to a stronger we selves in the world. And I think that's really important.
Excellent. It's been a real partnership too with Bayview School here. What's it been like, the energy working with the teachers and the principals and the students here?
Well, Bayview's is a gem of a school. I've really enjoyed working here. The energy here is great. It's very welcoming. Diane McGonigal is the principal here, and she's been extremely supportive of the project from the get-go. And the kids too, so much enthusiasm, and I've felt really welcome and really fortunate to be here.
Do you know what your next project is? More murals, more public art?
Yeah, hopefully more murals and similar projects. I really enjoy this kind of work.
Excellent. Thanks, Yvonne. Can't wait to see it. It's so great to have such color and energy and personal stories shared through art that the kids create themselves. We're throwing things over now to a couple of big kids in themselves, Todd Jones and Derek Johnstone. I am now going, I think, 3 wins out of 13. It's the 14th installment now of Clocked. They won again, and I'm starting to sound like a bit repetitive because it's not about the winning, it's about getting the information out about the community. And yes, that's absolutely right. If you have an idea, you can send it to us. Let's try to stump these guys. That one came from BB. It was pretty good, but these guys are getting just too smart for me. You can send me ideas for clocked, kate.bergen@sjrb.ca, and it's real. They do not know the clue until they open it, and yet they continue to win. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. Thank you so much for watching. A quick note just before we go, the BC SPCA Giant Flea Market is being held at Wembley Mall on Friday and Saturday. That's this coming weekend, 9 until 7 on Friday, 9 until 4 on Saturday. All kinds of things pet related, all in proceed to the BC SPCA. That's it for me for today. See you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.